Welcome everybody to the Blaze podcast. For now, we're not going to be saying the tagline because after today we might be changing up the name. We're still not 100% sure, but it looks like for now this is the last episode of the Blaze podcast. But don't be scared. Don't be worried. We'll still be here with a new name and we'll still be bullshitting it around. So first, I am your host, the Desperado, aka Brandon, and I'm joined here by one of my hosts who has just started his Twitch journey. So can we please get some Pepe hands in the chat for our boy Rise, aka Adrian?
Pepe.
Yes, didn't I say Pepe? Didn't I say Pepe? Pepe? Pepe hands. Yeah. You have much to learn, my child, about the Twitch ecosystem. And then my other host.
Stream was running good though. I can't lie.
Yeah, the stream.
Hey.
Your stream was fucking nice. Follow him on twitch.tv/Rise Media. I think that's it.
Yep.
See, I know these things. And then my other co-host, he's been slacking, but hey, it's okay. Our friend Savage, aka Jedd. Jedd, say what's up.
Okay, first, I wasn't slacking. My fucking mic broke. Okay.
Yeah, his mic broke.
I would have been here last time. I really wanted to be there for that one because I had a lot to say on that last one we had.
Oh man, he would have taken up a whole 2 hours by himself now.
It's true. And then of course, last but not least, my favorite, Raul.
What's your favorite?
Follow him on Twitter. He usually posts really sad, depressing stuff, but that's because I told him to.
Yo, what's up? I'm a lost ex-child. Come follow me.
He'll beg. He'll get on his knees.
Did
All right.
Your name get come?
I don't-
No, it's not.
I don't
Shut
get.
up, Jedd. That's you're making a dumb joke.
I don't get it. Get come.
It's
He's
his
laughing at his own
kid's
dumbass joke.
I don't get it. Get come. Whatever.
name.
Fuck you.
It's
All right.
his name.
Whatever. Okay. So let's start off from the last podcast. One big thing has come out, Kingdom Hearts, which is my baby. I played
Game is trash.
Well, okay, let's relax. All right, I'm gonna just do a really fast summary here. So everybody knows my kind of history with Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, before you do your summary.
Sure. Sure.
I have a question.
Sure.
Is Kingdom Hearts everything you wanted it to be, and more?
Oh,
He already said no and we went to free fall.
Yeah, but I need to know this right now. On here.
Okay.
is Kingdom Hearts what? Shit.
Why?
So here's like when I really think about it. This is like one of the things about Kingdom Hearts 3 that I wish they added more of. I really wish there was more summons. I think there's like the summons that we have are kind of like shitty. And they're kind of replaced more with like the attractions. Combat is good. I personally enjoy the combat. The only problem is okay, hold on before I go into that. Is it all I want? No, it's not all I wanted. Who's making that noise?
What
Someone
noise?
farting in their mic.
It's not all I wanted. There's like way more to be desired that I feel like they should have done. I feel like there's some certain worlds that they should have put in. There's certain worlds like the Pirates of the Caribbean world I didn't like too much. So like I
And you
don't
didn't
think.
like it before either, right? Like in the previous.
Yeah, in the previous one I didn't like it. I just feel like there should have been way more like worlds than anything. The gummy ship things are like kind of boring, and the first like beginning hour of the game is pretty boring. So not
The
exact.
gummy thing is- yeah, the gummy ship thing is like personal preference, but I told you I would like that because it reminded me of Star Fox games. To be honest with you.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things that personal preference wise I don't like, but there is more that I wish there was in the game. But for what we got, I accepted it.
So those were mostly negatives, but what are your
My-
what are your
so-
positive takes?
So let me go for the negative first.
Okay.
Because I don't have too much negative. The combat I feel is a little. In most Kingdom Hearts games, it was very much hit, back away, and read their attacks so that you didn't get hurt, and then block and dodge or whatever. In this one, there's a lot of moves. So if your Keyblade can transform, and in that animation, you don't take any damage. So you could really just cheese a lot of the boss fights by hitting, and then when you get the chance to do the animation before they attack you, you just start it, and the animation starts playing, and they can't hurt you. So all the attacks they were doing, by the time the animation's done, now you have the chance to hit them back, and do like twice the damage. So
Okay.
they kind of dumbed down
combat.
the combat, yeah, for more of because there's more heartless on the screen, like more enemies on the screen. So they wanted to give you like the best way I could describe it is a light Dynasty Warriors. I don't know if you guys ever played that, or Hyrule Warriors. If you guys ever played that,
Yeah,
it's like a
warrior game.
it's like a very light version of that,
I got you.
which it should have been
Probably
more.
like for accessibility for new players
Yeah,
who
for
don't
sure.
understand how hard the old ones were.
For sure.
Especially, the Xbox players. Yeah.
Oh man, casuals, filthy casuals.
But so there's that. Story wise, I can't complain. I like the story. Each world kind of has its own purpose within the narrative. It always seemed like in the Kingdom Hearts games, like there wasn't any real purpose to actually be in this worlds other than like being in the worlds. So in this one, all the powers that Sora had throughout every game disappears so that you can restart. And he kind of has like a confidence issue where like he doesn't know if he's like really meant to stop the darkness. So in each world he goes to, it helps him learn a little bit more like that. Yeah, he is confident. Like when he goes to the Hercules world, uh, he learns that like being a hero isn't just like how tough you are, but it's uh, like saving the people that you care about, and he just learns about friendship and stuff like that. So like the story, I like. Combat's still fun to me. I enjoy it. Um, all the characters are cool. Everybody like it's just good. It's a good game. I personally enjoy it. I can see why some people wouldn't. But for me, I give it right now. I give it like a 8.5 out of 10.
I thought he was about to say 7, dude. I was like, oh, okay.
I thought he was about to say 6, bro. I was about to be like, what?
Oh no, I give it an 8. I'm still enjoying myself.
How far did you? How far?
So
did you
I've
go?
beaten the Toy Story world, the Monsters Inc. world, the Frozen Tangled Hercules world. I'm halfway through the Pirates of the Caribbean, and I just started the Big Hero 6 world. Okay, the Pirates of the Caribbean world is literally like playing Black Flag. Like they literally give you a whole pirate ship that just puts you like it's really I don't like it that much. I don't like I don't like how they do it. But I'm like halfway. There's still I think the fucking story is like I want to say 40 hours, and I think I'm like 25 hours into it. So
And it all depends. It all depends on like how many times you die, how fast you play.
yeah, oh yeah, of course. Yeah, and like if you want to go for the collectibles, I usually stop to try to find the collectible, which is like little Mickey Mouse ears that you take a picture of. So that's pretty fun. And yeah, it's a cool game. If you've never played a Kingdom Heart, I recommend picking up the collection, or even just like even because Jedd played.
Me.
I gave Jedd the first Kingdom Hearts. Well, I gave him my collection.
Okay, here's the thing. This is like personal preference, obviously. Okay, like long story short, I wouldn't go back and play Metal Gear games because they didn't age well in my eyes. Even though I fucking love Metal Gear, right? Like Metal Gear to me is what Kingdom Hearts is to Brandon, right? So when I played I'm playing through like the collection because he gave it to me. I couldn't play one. I just couldn't. It just didn't age well for me. And then I'm gonna try 2, see if I like it a little better, because in Brandon's eyes 2 was the best Kingdom Hearts game. So I'm gonna try it. If I don't like it, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad game. It just didn't age well for me. If you're a nostalgic person and you think you can play old games, fuck it, buy the Kingdom Hearts games. But for me, not my thing.
Are there? Me and Jed actually had this discussion on stream. Is there any like games that you guys can just go back and play that aren't a Nintendo game? Like it seems
aren't a Nintendo game.
it seems like Nintendo games have these like really good like ways of aging that like.
So yeah, okay, yeah, those out of context, but yeah, like we were talking the other day, because like I can't go back and play like really old games from like the early 2000s, because like they're not Nintendo, because they just, to me, they didn't age well.
What's it called? Ultimate Spider-Man is a game I can always go back to and play, though, for the PS2. the original Spider-Man game from like the PSX, and
PSX.
every other fucking the PSX and every other console that it came out on. I can still play that game. The second version of that game, Spider-Man 2. The graphics didn't age well, but the gameplay's still good. Basically, any Spider-Man game.
I got you. So it's kind of like nostalgia. Like you could do that. Like I can't do that.
Yeah, also like Sly Cooper games, because those games actually age well.
I was thinking about doing a Sly Cooper
Actually,
stream on
that's
Twitch.
another thing. I was gonna. We can't just say Nintendo because I just realized like all those old Sly Cooper games and like all that shit. Like those age pretty well. I think you could just go back and play them like nothing. But other shit that's more like serious, I guess, if that makes any sense. Like more serious games for me at least. Like Metal Gear, I cannot go back and play. I go for as far back as Metal Gear Solid 4, and that's it. I can't
Gotcha.
for that.
I don't think people can play like a game like Resident Evil either. I know like a lot of people
hell
just can't
no.
do it.
That's
Oh,
why I
yeah.
didn't. That's why when they remastered it, obviously they're gonna do the same camera angles. Otherwise, people would drop the game in the first 2 seconds.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you
for
know.
sure.
Yeah.
What's his name? Yeah, like we were talking, and I don't know if there's some games that like you play as a little kid and you think are like the best games ever, and then you like replay them as an adult and you're like, wow, this is shit. Like I used to
yeah.
play Naruto Uzumaki Chronicles on the PS2.
That game was garbage when I played it. Still garbage.
When I was little, that game was the greatest thing ever. Like there was a Gara fight. Oh, that shit was fun. Played it not too long ago, maybe like 2 years ago. Boring. I literally tried to restart it from the very beginning. Most boring thing I ever played.
Yeah, but you have a short attention span, and
Wow.
you get annoyed with games very quickly too.
That's not even a
Wow.
hard. It's not even a hard game.
I didn't say it was hard. I'm just saying you have a short attention span.
This is all fake news. Okay, let's move on to the next
It's
subject.
not fake.
I'm being bullied. Talking about Naruto, cool transition here. The Jump Force beta came out. Me and Jedd got a chance to play it. I didn't get too long. I don't know how much hours you put into it. I think I put a total of like an hour into it.
I put like 5 hours probably.
So the best way I would describe it would probably be, I don't know if I don't think you ever played the Naruto Ultimate Ninja games. Kind of that gameplay.
I mean, I played them.
Yeah, kind of that gameplay just with like multiple characters and like an actual combo system.
Okay, yeah, because a lot of it is like for Ultimate Ninja Storm games, it's like B B B B B B B B B B
Yeah.
X B
Yep.
B B B
And then
B.
hold, do your ultimate, maybe do your
Yep.
signature. Yeah,
Some
this one
substitution. That's
this
about
one's
it.
really cool. So I played as Naruto, Luffy, and I think I did Ichigo.
Gotcha.
And like everybody played from the three that I played, they all played differently. It was really cool. I liked it. I wish I played as a little bit more different characters like Blackbeard. And even then, I didn't see too many people different. I don't know how about you, Jedd. The most people that I ran into online were literally either Luffy, Naruto, or Goku. That's usually what I would run to online.
Bro, those people are so cool to play.
Yeah.
So, quick question, Raul. Are you interested in playing Jump Force?
And playing what?
Jump Force.
No.
Okay.
Are you, Adrian?
Are you stupid?
Oh, I'm just relax, bro. Is it coming out on PC? It's coming out on PC, right?
Yeah, it's going
It's
on.
coming out on PC, yeah.
Okay. That for me, it's a one day one buy. Honestly,
I don't know about all that.
it's a
but
very
we'll
fun
see.
fighting game. What's your thoughts, Jedd? You had more time with it.
Oh, I love it. It's really fun. Like I mean, um, like, see, I really want an MK, right? Like Mortal Kombat, but like,
Yeah.
I feel like this is just like, and I haven't played Mortal Kombat, but like, I feel like this is like different and something I haven't played in recent years as far as the gameplay goes. I mean, I didn't play like the most recent Naruto game, or well, that one was trash. But I'm saying like the one before that, the fighting one. It kind of looks like that kind of gameplay, which is what I think we said earlier. But
Yep. Ultimate
uh,
Ninja Storm.
like I didn't play those games, so like this is refreshing to me personally. So I like that, and I just don't know like why like I was telling Brandon about like the graphics, right? They look beautiful. That's one thing that like stands out.
Yeah,
The
nobody
graphics.
nobody looks out of place.
Yeah, and I was just like, why don't they make like Dragon Ball Z games like this? Like that would be so dope. But like these types of graphics, like they look fucking dope as shit. I like the destruction and shit in the game, and I think that's like really cool. But I had a lot of fun. Like I played multiple characters. I think they're all. I can't say they're balanced yet because the game hasn't come out, and I think like even I was still learning how to fucking play everybody, and I don't know who the hell would be OP or not OP. But what I'm hoping for this game is that like they keep not only like supporting it, but like listen to like us, the consumer, and like change things up if needed and balance things out if needed and all that stuff. That's kind of what I hope from this game.
Yeah, one of like keep going.
No, that was it pretty much.
Yeah, like one of the biggest problems when it comes to like Japanese fighting games for some reason. Well, at least like anime ones. Like they drop support like super fast on it. Like Naruto to Boruto, still think it's one of like the best, one of the funnest games I've played in a long time. It's like I like really enjoyed it. The problem is there was like no content past like the official past the doing mission stage, other than like fighting online.
Yeah.
And like but after that like they started dropping like costumes and more customizables, but they were literally just reskins of shit you already had, or they just didn't look nice. So like there
Yeah.
was really no point to it. And then like the servers would crash, and then I'm pretty sure at one point the servers crashed for like a whole month. And they just like never fixed it. I gotta be like lying. I should probably fact check that.
Yeah, you should probably fact check.
But
Too. I think that was exaggeration. It might have been like maybe a couple of days or a week or something at most. But fuck.
I swear to
But
God.
anyways, like, no, dude. Like, I think Jump Force has a lot of potential to be really good, and I really do hope that like it shines because like one, I don't want it to be like a game that dies within a month, But I think they've like advertised it better than they have for any other fucking like Japanese fighting game they've done recently. So
Plus
just hope
they plus what's another problem they have with Japanese fighter games? There's like another problem that happened with Naruto to Boruto. Usually they don't like market it whatsoever. That's one of the biggest problems. Oh, and their online is always trash.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I was gonna say. I hope that the online holds up. Honestly, like that's like the whole point of that game. Like, is just versing other people and your friends and stuff like that. So I really hope that the online runs really well. But yeah, like me and Brandon are getting it, and we hope that like it just runs well. Probably bring some content to his Twitch, because I'm not streaming it. But yeah,
I'll probably get it when it comes out too. I like
Hey.
fighting games.
All right, I lied. No, it went from November 15th to November 22nd.
Damn.
The servers were shut off.
so yeah, that's pretty long. Wasn't a month, but that was pretty long. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah, it's fucking trash. They just need to release it, make a lot of content. That's kind of one of my like. There's supposed to be a story mode, right?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Like story modes in fighting games are just never that good. Like I haven't played a fighting game where like a story mode is like amazing or like even just good. Like it doesn't stick out
Injustice.
to me.
Injustice.
Yeah, I guess Injustice, but wasn't Injustice like a comic first?
No. It
The
was
the comics are a prequel. I'm so confused with Injustice.
no. I think in the first game,
The-
it was like a variation of a story.
No. Cause I read the comics. The first game is like halfway. It's the end of Injustice. The comics are up prequels, like leading up to the game, and
Okay.
then there's Injustice Year 2, which is supposed. I guess Injustice 2 is supposed to be the end of that. Because in the comic, fuck, what happens? It's all about like Batman and Superman getting their team together, and like Green Arrow dying in the first one, and that's why he's in like in the game. Well, he's in the game, but it's like his alternate universe self.
My point was just that it was a good story in a fighting game.
How's the Mortal Kombat story? I didn't even get to finish that. Was it good? I thought
It's
people said it was.
whatever.
It's really just whatever.
Oh well.
Let's just say that most fighting games don't have that great of a story. You know, like it isn't. I didn't like not too many stick out to me. Like I just play them, whatever. Cool, and like sometimes you can unlock shit in the story, but other than that, like it doesn't interest me that much. Um, it's kind of the story to me in fighting games. A lot of the time, it's just a tutorial. In all honesty, that's how I see it as.
Some hot takes here, buddy. Tutorial.
I'm just saying, give me a good story, and I won't say it's a tutorial, because that's what it is to me.
All right, we'll figure this out. We'll get back to you next podcast. I'll figure it out. On the topic of betas, well, games that are betas but they're actually demos, but they keep calling it a beta.
Yep.
Anthem's demo came out.
Yeah, that was a demo, not a beta.
Yeah, well, they marketed it as a beta. All right, we don't know.
Where did they market it as a beta?
Didn't it say Anthem?
No, it said Anthem demo.
Did it say demo? Oh shit!
Like I shit you not, on
To
PlayStation it said Anthem demo.
in the defense of Anthem, it's kind of more so a beta because it was a very old build of the game.
But
yeah,
also,
which I don't understand why they did an old build.
I'm going.
All right, whatever. So it's a
Yeah,
demo.
but that shit is always like titled wrong. Like when they were like, "Oh, the Division beta," that's not a beta, that's a demo. So like the same thing with like Ghost Recon, it was a demo, or like because like when the game if it's coming out like a month or 2 weeks before the game, it's not a fucking beta. You know what I mean?
Which I don't understand why they did an old build. Like, how are you supposed to figure out problems in the new build? We're using an old
It
one.
was just for people to get their hands in the game to try it out.
Yeah.
Not necessarily for like
I agree.
problem solving.
That was really stupid because like I was talking about this. I was like, because like everybody's like, oh, like from what I've heard from everybody who doesn't probably follow like any of this shit. I was speaking to them and they're like, oh yeah, the game's trash, like and all this and that, and like I explained to them, I'm like, that wasn't even like one of their most recent builds. Like people already been flown out to play the actual game and already have over 100 hours in the fucking game, and they've already like told like YouTube what they could say
What they
about
could
the
say.
game. Yeah, what they could say is like,
okay. I mistook it. Yeah, when I hear that, for some reason I always take it as like the company being like, you better not say anything bad about us.
No, it was.
Well, I mean, yeah, EA is telling them like, yo, if you say shit, they're gonna sue you.
Well, what I'm saying is like they can't say like spoilers and all that shit.
Yeah, of course.
They can review it. They can say what's bad about it. They can say what's good about it. And like there's people talking about the end game, and like some people are worried, like about the end game because like you only have like three quote unquote
Grandmasters
fortress things are. No, the fortress things are whatever you like, go into for loot.
Yeah, the three like raids is what we'll call them.
Yeah, there's only 3 of them, and like their whole thing is it's like you keep doing these things like over and over for newer loot and on different difficulties, but people don't think it's going to be enough content. And we don't know like if the release of the actual game will have like some additional shit, only time can tell. But like yeah, like they just said that like they're scared of like the end game not being enough, basically, which is why I want to hold on Anthem. Like that's not a day one pickup for sure. Like
we got ahead of ourselves though. What do we think about the game from what we played?
So long story short, day one, me and Brandon played together, and eventually in the beta or demo, fucking whatever, the fucking game like froze like at a cutscene, and like no matter what I did, uninstalled, installed, started all over, all that bullshit, it wouldn't go through. So like somehow the very next day, it worked, which I was happy. So like I played by myself pretty much, and I mean I had fun because I got to play as Storm, which is the guy that I want to play as, the javelin I want to play as. So it was very fun to play as him. But in all honesty, like besides the fun of the gameplay as me playing Storm, it didn't really attract me yet. Like it didn't give me the like that I like, the what the fuck, what's the best word, for lack of a better word, like the
attraction.
attraction,
Yeah.
I guess,
Yeah, I
that
would
I
say
get to
that.
these types of games because like I play a lot of grinder games such as Monster Hunter, such as Dark Souls, such as
Destiny.
Destiny, like all those games. Like I played them by myself, and like that's another thing. I could play them by myself and actually like still have fun. I guess that's personal preference, but like that's just me. And there's something about Anthem, like playing by yourself is like even with randoms, like people you don't know, it's just boring. I guess it's like playing with a friend would probably be like way better.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's just like I don't know. I guess it's just, I was bored probably because I just didn't feel for the first time with a grinder game like I didn't feel like I was having fun by
Satisfaction.
myself. Yeah, like any type of satisfaction. Um, and another big fucking thing, which is like, I guess this could be minuscule for other people, but like, I guess that's because we're in 2019 and I'm not used to this shit anymore. The loading screens are annoying.
I'm telling you, yes. Oh my god, that was something about Kingdom Hearts I said, and you thought like people were. I think you said that I was nitpicking it. I'm like, yeah,
No, no,
like
no,
loading.
no, no, no. Because
Oh,
I can take it in like in like a single player game. This is weird, but in a fucking multiplayer game, because I'm so like spoiled by like Destiny, and I'm so spoiled by like Monster Hunter and all that shit. I just don't like it. It's weird to me.
yeah, it's weird. No, I feel you. To me, Anthem isn't anything really special. That's really just my whole take. It's a game that you play. Nothing like
I mean, you barely played it.
I barely played it, but like there was nothing that like made me want to keep like playing. Like it was just whatever to me. Like nothing. There's nothing that like it didn't affect me at all. I didn't get the like I didn't like feel like oh my god I need to get back home and like play the game. Uh, it just kind of dropped. I touched it. I said okay, and then I kind of just stopped it.
So
Uh,
yeah, I mean, Adrian, what do you think? Because I know you played on PC. Like, what are your takes on it?
Well, I put like 10 hours into the demo
Jesus
with
Christ,
Kyle and no, not Kyle, Vinny and Gavin,
Yeah,
and
10
I
hours.
personally had a good time with it. I don't know about you guys. I mean, well, now I know what you guys thought about it, but like personally, I liked it. Like,
Wow, look at that. Games
um,
that we don't like, games that we're like we feel nothing towards. Adrian loves, and I bet.
dude, I was
And
no, it was really funny. It was really funny because I was thinking about this too, right? Because I know, like, I already knew Adrian's take, like, because I kind of asked him already.
uh huh.
But like, I was just like, I was thinking in my head, like, I didn't mention it, but I was like, you don't like Destiny, like, you don't like that grindy feel of Destiny. You don't like the fucking. I don't think you would like Monster Hunter. I don't know if you tried it, but I just feel like you probably wouldn't. But that's just
I don't like Destiny off the principle of the bullshit DLC practices.
I
Okay.
see.
Like if I maybe if I played Destiny and I was like a fucking casual gamer and I spend all my money on the same game over and over and over again and my time in that same game, then maybe I wouldn't care. But because I like games that actually have content and don't rip me off, then you know that's my whole take on it. And so I liked Anthem. I got to play as the Ranger and the Colossus, and like they're both like Ranger. I feel like he's like the newbie guy. Like he's like soldiers. He's like the Soldier 76 of Ant. Like everyone can play him and get good with him.
Uh huh.
And then Colossus is the tank. And I had a lot of fun playing Colossus. He doesn't have like energy shields like everyone else does. He has to like manually put up a shield, and like it
Like,
like degrades over time. And
okay,
huh?
I don't know. Sorry, I thought you were done for a second. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like I just like the game was pretty. It was really fucking flashy. Like the graphics are nice and shit, and like I could see myself playing the game for a while. Like assuming like the content and the end game is like worth it.
Uh
That's
huh.
all I have to say.
Day
Okay.
one pickup or
No, it's not a day one pickup just because it's the EA game, and I want to see what the reviewers say. Because if it's trash, then I don't want to pick it up. And I'm also like hoping that the optimization is better because I mean I know it was an old build, but at least on PC, like I would go from like 60 frames and then drop down to 30, and I'm like, yo, this is annoying. So
Oh, bro, like I was. That's another thing too that I forgot to mention. Like, don't get me wrong. I know I'm playing on a fucking console, but when you have things that run really nice, like Red Dead, Monster Hunter, Destiny, and looked really nice for a console. And then you give me
Mm-hmm.
Anthem that just like didn't look like really optimized. And I know it's an old build, but that was my take on that too. Like I didn't, and you know me, I don't complain about that shit.
Yep.
So like for me to complain about it, it's a big deal. So like I just hope that like the final product is way more like optimized and just runs smoother on console because I just didn't like how it looked.
This doesn't
Oh,
make sense.
real quick on the whole thing about loading screens that you were saying before, I fucking hate like loading screens in general, but like especially like these last couple of like games like that I play like Spider-Man specifically pissed me off with that shit because like you know how like you'll do like a base and then it's like in the middle of the night or some shit like that and then you have to wait for
Mm-hmm.
it to go back to daytime. Why the fuck why can't I just go back to nighttime or have it do it in real time or like have like a day and night cycle? That genuinely pissed me off from that.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't.
and
I don't
and
know. I
that
didn't
that
That's
like
weird.
that and that's like every game that's like open world where like they want you to like loading and then you just like play the game and it's like seamless. Like that
Yeah.
shit takes forever to fucking load. Like Red Dead, GTA 5 especially. Oh god, dude, nah, I hate all of that shit.
Oh, GTA 5 was on PS3. GTA
That shit
5.
was
That
unbearable,
that
dude.
shit used to be. That was 8.
Yeah,
That
I
was it.
remember that.
Is
Anyway,
that all we have about Anthem? Really, not that much.
I mean,
Can we
I
agree?
wanted to say more, but I
No,
don't know.
go
I
for
felt
it.
like you guys didn't
Go
want to
for
talk
it.
about it.
Go for it.
Oh, what's it called? Fucking from what I like from the two like what's it called? What are they called? Javelins that I got to play?
Javelins, yeah.
Uh like Ranger was fun, but like I feel like you'd get really bored with him after a while. Like he's kind of like that one that no one really wants to play. And then Colossus is fucking great, dude. Cuz like I don't know, you guys didn't get to play him, but like if you could put up the shield and then melee people and they just go fucking flying across the screen, bro. Like he smacked hard as fuck, dude.
I
And
did.
then like huh?
I was gonna say just quick thing. I wish that like Brandon got to play him because that's what Brandon wanted to play Colossus. 'Cause he wanted to be the tank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for some
It's just
reason,
like
I
he probably would have liked it.
I
Honestly,
don't get why. Like, all right, so when we were playing, you couldn't get your javelin to like level 12 or something. I don't know
Yeah,
why they
you
would.
couldn't unlock javelins until you did like a certain like you talked to some specific person, then you leveled up your javelin to like level 12.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Like, it's kind of stupid. Like, just
It's to force you to play the game, dude.
give me the javelin, whatever. Let me see how it rocks, and that's it.
so like
Yeah.
continue what you were saying, Adrian, about the Colossus and shit.
Oh, right. So then Colossus also has like in my opinion my favorite ultimate from the two that I got to play.
Uh-huh.
Like uh Rangers is just like he does like a McCree thing, so like you activate the ultimate and then you could like target multiple enemies on the screen and then he shoots out like 7 billion missiles at all of them. And then Colossus, he literally gets like a fucking he pulls out like a turret, but it's not a turret. It's like a giant ass nuke cannon. So like when we were doing the raid with the giant ass like spider thing, I'd wait until like my ultimate was like full like filled up and then I would just like pull out the giant ass like turret, and then it just like shoot three
Shoot
fucking
those
nukes at
bitches
them.
up. Yep.
And that's like, and then like if you're not shooting it at like a boss and you're shooting it at like enemies, it just annihilates everyone on the screen. Like that's like your get out of the jail free card if like the entire team is down and you need to like kill everyone. That's how you do it.
Mhm.
I
Big
probably would have enjoyed that like raid more if I had friends to play with.
Right.
Like I forget what Brandon was doing that day, but he
Kingdom
couldn't
Hearts
come.
probably.
I think it was something else. Honestly, it wasn't Kingdom Hearts.
Was it? Oh,
You
fuck.
were like busy with something. I can't
When
remember.
did it come out?
I think one of the days you went on a date and then like I
Oh yeah, it
can't
was that
remember.
Friday. Yeah, it was last Friday, right?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I went on my date.
So like you didn't get on, and I was just like, well, fuck. And then I didn't get to play with it. So my experience was very like just boring. Also because I wasn't playing with friends. I feel like playing with friends would just like change that a little bit.
Playing with.
I guess I should say that like I played with Vinny and Gat the entire time, so like I did have people that I could like talk to and like joke around with. It's just that I probably like could have made it more fun. And I don't like I didn't get like I played like maybe 20 minutes by myself, but I still had fun with the game. But like I specifically like you remember the part in the raid Jedd where like you pass by the big ass bug.
Mm-hmm.
So like literally as that happened, like while we were passing by, Gavin was like, "All right, where's the one that's like actually alive? Where's the one that we're actually gonna fight?" And I was like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Watch." And then like we go to like the like boss encounter, and then it comes out of like the ceiling. I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And so like it was just like funny moments and stuff like that. That was always happening in the game.
Yeah, that's cool, and I like that's what I'm saying. Though, like, I hope that like the game keeps offering like this really cool content, and I hope that like everything feels different to a certain extent. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I want the bosses to be like different. You know, make me feel like holy fuck, like I'm about to get fucked up when I go in here. You know, so like I don't know, like I'll say like that's one thing I liked about like Destiny raids. It's like the bosses were like different and like it was really fun to figure how to figure out how to beat them every fucking single time there was a raid that came out. It was like that's where I'll say Destiny shines is like the raid design is really cool. So I hope that like Anthem does like better. I guess.
You guys didn't have fun flying around though, fucking me and Iron Man and shit.
Yeah, that's
Being a
fun.
bootleg Iron Man.
Like that was one of my favorite parts of the game, just flying around. Like it reminded me of Spider-Man. Like it was like therapeutic.
Yeah. What I
Yeah.
hated, dude, was like maybe I'm fucking retarded, but there was no like indication that this is like out of bounds.
Oh yeah,
Oh no,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that was just the thing that people had to deal with. Like I hated that too. I won't lie.
Bro. Like, and the thing is,
That
when
shit
you
was
get out of
stupid.
bounds, it only gives you like a couple seconds. You're like, oh fuck, I have to go back. But like, literally, like half the time when I would go out of bounds, like I'd go back, and then it'll bring me into loading screen.
Yep. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
What's it called? A lot of people didn't know too, because like you know how like when you fly and then you want to just like hover around to like shoot people,
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
but not like actually go into flight. A lot of people didn't know, but like you could just like double jump and then like press R3 or like whatever controller you're using, and then he
yeah,
just starts hovering. Like you don't have to like fly and then stop and then like hover. You could just jump and then hover. But a lot of people were complaining about that, but it's just like you didn't know what you were doing.
yeah. One thing I love is the color customization. I thought was fucking dope as shit. I mean, you actually got to like down to like customizing your javelin's color. That shit is
Oh
cool.
yeah,
Like I made my dude look really cool because like I had like a white with red color scheme going on for my Storm dude, and Storm has a cape, and
yeah.
the cape it just looks so fucking dope. That's what I like about Storm.
My Colossus looked like a giant Nerf toy.
Nerfed. I'm dead. I'm
But
done.
yeah, dude. I mean, it looks like it has potential. I don't think that the beta, at least for me personally, and this is like
Say,
my biased opinion. I
say your
guess
hot
because I
take.
play with friends,
Say the
but
hot take.
I don't think the beta did
The game justice.
the game justice. Yeah,
That's
so I feel
true.
like, and that's why like I wanted to like if it's actually good, if the actual product that comes out, if like everybody's saying it's good, if I actually like go in and watch streams and everybody's saying it's fucking good and all that shit, and the end game is like good enough, I'll buy it. I'll say like, hey, Brand, let's fucking get it together and we'll play it. But right now, I'm just kind of like not really excited for it. That's just my personal opinion.
It is how it is.
It is what it is, boys, and that's the bottom line.
On more EA news.
Well, let's relax. We'll just get to this really fast thing, really quick before we go on to basically the meat, the bread and butter. I think that's what they said. Meat and potatoes, whatever. PlanetSide is dropping their own battle royale, plus 250 versus 250. Are you guys excited for a PlanetSide battle royale?
No.
I'll
Wow.
be completely honest, Chief.
You don't think I'll be able to do it?
I'm gonna be honest as fuck. I feel like there's certain games
That shouldn't try.
this shouldn't try that around.
This
I'm
shouldn't.
like, all right, that's cool.
Uh-huh.
That's fine. Like a lot of battle royales on PC that like they like die within like fucking the first week and like
Realm Royale.
again. Oh, that's not even Realm Royale. There's way more on PC.
Yeah, there's
like,
a fuck ton.
As far as battle royale games go, like there's so many, and like they literally die within a week.
But
And
why
it's
do you think
because,
PlanetSide is one of those games that shouldn't do it?
I just don't think I don't think it would work out that good, in my opinion. I don't know. I feel like
Can I like counter your argument?
Ooh.
go ahead.
All right, so PlanetSide came out in like what 2013, maybe earlier than that, before that.
Mhm.
That game, it does like 6,000 people per like server,
Yeah, I know.
right? So, and the fact that it holds up and the hit rate is like on point, that's already like a positive it has going for it. Like it already has the technical parts of it like fine. And then on top of it, it has like the vehicles and shit. So like now it's like PUBG, but it actually fucking works. So I feel like it could like, and it already has the player base on top of that. Like that game has been going strong since 2013. So
So what would they bring to the table that's different and cool?
I don't really think they have
Kind
to
of.
bring anything to the table. I feel like it just has to be a good optimized battle royale game. I mean, maybe they could like bring new
The
shit like
space aesthetic.
what do you wait what?
Yeah, like they're bringing like the futuristic aesthetic into it.
Right, like it's a whole different like art style and just like the way the game looks and shit. And maybe it might look prettier than the original Planets. But like I just feel like that game is gonna be like that game is gonna be the nail in the coffin for PUBG at least because Apex is really fucking popular. Fortnite's still going strong, and if this one has like a really good like a really good launch and like a lot of like people are playing it and shit
So
on stream, it'll be good.
so this is what
Look,
this is the only thing they've really confirmed that it's different. Uh, you can pick up weapons and attachments, but if it's like a high tier loot, there's already gonna be attachments on in it basically. Well, actually no, Black Ops
Okay.
does that anyways. They said that like that's kind of their main focus, that they don't want to spend time. They don't want people to spend time in their inventory. They want people to spend time playing the game.
Fighting.
Yeah, so it looks like
That's lit.
that's kind of their like their motto.
So
I
like,
kind of
yeah.
like that too.
is this coming to console too? Because Planetside on console too.
Well, it's gonna be released. Oh shit! Wait a second. Oh wait, did it already come out? January 22nd.
A new Planetside game is coming. Not yet.
Test release was January 29th. It should have already came out.
I never heard anything about.
What
Yeah,
did I-
not bad if you
Is
haven't
it
heard
called
about it.
like Arena or something? Like
Yeah.
that? Planetside
Planetside
Arena.
Arena. Oh, that yeah, it's been on it's been on Steam.
Press F. I literally just saw
Yeah,
this game. now.
Planetside Arena, it's been on Steam, bro.
What
It has what the hell? No reviews. Interesting. Oh no,
Wait,
no, no! It hasn't come out yet. It comes out March 26th.
Okay. there
Okay, this one lied. Well,
All right. So
Okay.
So like, so wait, is it coming to console though? That's the real question.
I don't know about. Let me look it up for you. I got you.
Because like, that's another thing. Like, I'd be down to fucking dude. I'd be down to fucking try it out. If it fucking blows me away, I'll be like, all right, cool, fuck it, let's play this.
Nah, it's only coming to PC.
Oh yeah.
Press F.
R.I.P.
Did you know Ark had a?
Dang, they
Did
do
you
that
know
good.
Ark had a battle royale mode?
Yes. I actually knew about that because
Like before battle royales became like a big, like it
I-
was like a Hunger Games clone basically.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
tried.
played it
I
before,
tried.
it was like,
Did you really? I tried. I couldn't get into one server.
bro, no, me
Alright.
like, no. It was the same like effect that Ark had on me. That shit hurt my eyes. I was like, why?
Oh, shit.
I don't think it's gonna die on like
PlanetSide Arena will have a
that's
1,000
like
player
capture the
battle
flag,
royale.
CD 50 and it's only gonna be
I don't know. Chief got Apex nominating for free.
for
That's
now.
true.
Who knows how it'll be in a month.
That's true. And
The
what
game is coming out in 6 weeks. By then, like Apex will either like still stay relevant or like fall off slowly.
Well, let's have this conversation then. Apex came out this Monday, as of our recording, February 10th. So this Monday came out. We all got our hands on Apex. Let's go down the list. Raul, what do you think?
I like the game. It's pretty fun, and it's kind of different.
Is
Do
it
you like it better? Do you like it better than Blackout?
Low key, yes.
do you like it better than
Do
Fortnite?
you like it better on console or PC?
Better on PC.
Okay.
How about better than Fortnite?
I mean, they're just like so different, you know.
But which one
But,
do you
like,
prefer?
what do you like better? Or
I
like,
mean-
do you think you have an opinion now, even though you haven't played the game that much compared to Fortnite? Like, do you think you need more time with the game?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, Adrian,
definitely.
what do you think?
Apex sucks.
Well, Hot
Too much
take.
muzzle flash.
Is that
What?
no? Hold on. Okay.
The muzzle flash
The
is
muzzle
No,
flash.
but
The
nah,
muzzle.
seriously,
Serious
Apex,
take.
like, I think it has a lot of potential, but my problem is that I'm not a big fan of battle royale games in general.
I don't understand
So-
how. Like when you tell me that like battle royale, there's too many battle royale. Like there's like three
There is
popular
too many.
ones. There's like
There is
three
too many.
popular
There's
ones.
too many
There's
battle
like
royale games, bro.
there's
No,
like
there is
three
too many.
popular ones. Yeah, and they all do a little bit different. Like they're all like it's not like I don't understand when people say battle royale's a craze. Cause like to me a craze would be like them doing the same exact thing. Like everybody adds like a new element to the table, which I like.
It's a trend, dude.
That's a trend.
Ah,
It's
but like yeah,
it's
but
the
it's
same
like
shit with trap music.
but
Everyone
a
does
trend-
it a little bit differently,
but
but
a
it's a
tr-
trend of trap.
yeah, but it's not inherently a bad thing. Like it's like
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I'm not for the trend of battle royale games.
I don't understand how battle
He
royale
just doesn't like it, dude.
battle royales are the best trend that happen in gaming. Change
It's
my
like how
mind.
you don't like stealth games.
I like stealth games.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I've never said that I don't like stealth games.
You've quit every stealth game that you've played.
Doesn't mean I don't like them. Watch, I'm gonna play
If you
this
like
on.
them, then you would play
I
them.
played Alien Isolation. That's a stealth
Did you
game.
finish it?
I didn't get to
I was-
finish it.
I was literally just telling him like earlier because like I was watching you play Dishonored and I was like, me and him were sharing like a PlayStation, so I was like,
Allegedly.
you could basically play
Dishonored 1 and 2.
and yeah, and he has 2 on disc, like you could just do that. And I was just like, yeah, just play through it. Like actually, I would like to see him play that on stream. Not even
There's
I wanna
so-
see how good he is at it.
There's a lot of things I want to do. Okay, I want to do I want to finish Kingdom Hearts. I want to do a Sly Cooper. Fucking.
Yeah, but
Play
you
through.
actually have to you actually have to get Sly Cooper.
Yeah,
And that's gonna be a rough fucking job. Why? Because it's not on PS4.
No, I have my PS3 and they remastered it for PS3.
Oh,
Hey,
well, then you got.
Or I think they made a new game for PS3.
Hey,
Yeah, so it's not too bad.
Don't forget, motherfucker. You're going back to Dark Souls after you're done with Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do have to go back to Dark Souls. Shit, there's so much
You
games.
should at least play the games that are readily accessible to you, though, like Dishonored 1 and 2. Like, even though I suck at Dishonored because I suck at first-person stealth games specifically, I like the game.
Yeah, bro. No offense, you're trash. I was actually like cringing.
No, I know I suck. Like literally, the title of my stream was like mediocre stealth gamer.
I know.
Wait
I
a
was supposed to, like,
second. There's gonna be a. Wait a sec. I forgot that Sly Cooper movie was gonna happen. Holy shit! What is going on with this
So
thing?
they're gonna kill another franchise.
No, it's an animated movie. No, like there's like a trailer and everything. It came out in 2018. You guys ever see? Oh, how am I just seeing this now? What the fuck?
You only just saw this? I've seen this forever ago. I didn't know that you were that big of a Sly. To be honest.
I'm not like a huge fan. I'm just like very interested in playing the games.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think you're gonna like the games. They're really fun.
Yeah, when does it come out? Oh, it doesn't say.
And it's not one of those games where like you have to actually like try hard and shit. It's casual, good, fun game that you could get behind the story and shit.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, and then I'll probably try to play Spyro. I want to try to do like
So,
all the old games.
Apex. You
Apex.
guys.
I'm sorry. Apex. Jedd, what's your thing in the dig? Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I'm already level 25. Pretty sure I have 200 wins. Just kidding. It's only like
200 wins.
He wishes. Join the $50,000 tournament.
So it's probably like only like 10 or 11 or some shit like that. I won't actually know. It might be more than that. I've won a couple of games. I've lost track of. Well, that's one thing. Okay, that's one thing they need to add: leaderboards, so I can keep track of my stats, dude. Like they need to put that in there. There's no leaderboard.
They need to add more game modes like doubles and quadruples. No singles though, because that wouldn't make sense.
No, hold up. There was a leak coding already. From their shit. Solos and duos, not quads, because they tested quads. That shit just wouldn't work out according to the devs. So
Interesting.
solos and duos, or at least according to the leak, might come out. Not a confirmation, but that might come out.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you guys saw their roadmap for the game.
Yeah.
I know there's gonna be new loot like towards the end of the year that's added. Whatever loot means, I'm assuming like new shit to pick up. There's gonna be weapons added. They have a battle pass coming, and they have what was this? Oh, new characters, which sort of appeared pretty interesting to see how crazy they can get with characters, which is pretty cool because that's what I like about Apex is like they have a lot of room, just like Fortnite, to do some
Yeah.
crazy shit.
Hopefully they don't add planes.
I want them to add Titans at least.
No, fuck you. No,
Mm.
I literally had this like talk with Brandon because I was like, and the developers too, like they tested it out. Like I don't know if you watched that video. This is on the same video about like why they didn't add quads. They actually did put Titans in the game at one point during the development, and they were just like, no matter what the fuck they did, it wouldn't work out. It would be very unbalanced.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be fun.
I think it'd be cool if like the final two Titans drop. That only like if one person gets the other Titan, like they can't grab another one.
Yeah.
Or maybe like you can only get Titans if you get like an extremely high kill count or some shit like that.
So this is what's cool though, right? The developer only said that it didn't work out for like the game mode we have right now, right? But that's not to say that they can't make other game modes where they drop Titans in, right? Like, what if like wouldn't it be cool?
Titan Royale, baby.
Not even Titan
Mhm.
Royale. Like, wouldn't it be cool if like the people in like the last circle, like the final two squads, you can call your Titans in, right? Like that's a game mode, and like just fight each other in Titans. Like that'd be dope as fuck. I'd be down for that.
Or
That'd be
like
cool.
every team gets Titan or some shit like that. I don't know.
Or even like one Titan, right? Like the other two players don't get a Titan, but like we like, like you pick like, oh, like you can have the Titan in this game, and like that person gets whatever Titan drops in or whatever, and then like, because what's cool about Titanfall, like you can your teammates can hop onto your Titan and like put a battery in the back of you to like give you more
Extra
health,
shit.
basically.
Yeah.
So like I basically like I hope that like if they were to put like a mode in, it would be pretty cool to see like those same mechanics they had in Titanfall 2, where you could like jump on your teammates Titan and like help them out and shit. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it would be cool.
there's a lot of like balancing issues with putting Titans in the game. I don't know how they would do it. I'm just
And
saying
even
crazy ideas, right?
even quads, they said there's balancing issues there too.
Yeah, like it get too chaotic basically with all the supers and shit. I do think that my guy, Gibraltar, needs a nerf. That's just my opinion.
I think they're
Yeah, me too.
I think they're already doing nerfs already. I read somewhere that they've already like are talking about it.
Yeah, his super dude is fucking it does it does too much damage, and two, it lasts too long. So they're gonna need to fuck with something there. But I like the game. I think it's honestly, and this is a hot take, better than fucking what do you call it? Fortnite
Blackout.
and
Oh,
fucking
and
Blackout.
oh shit! What a take! What a hot
Yeah.
take!
And it just, and like I said, Blackout failed because they didn't do too much different in the game. Like they did shit different in the game, but I mean like they didn't update it enough. Like it just got like
That's
boring.
boring. Yeah.
Once you see what they did with Apex, you're just like, wow, Blackout's really like not good, and that shit like was made by a AAA company.
Oh
Wow.
shit! Yeah, there's so much combinations
And
that you can do with the characters. Not only
yeah,
that, like the guns are fun. Getting a kill is like very satisfying. Wiping out a whole
yeah,
squad is super satisfying.
yeah, yeah. The
Um,
gunplay, dude, is so fun. Like,
the map is
one of
very
my
smooth. The map like really plays well.
yep. Like the gunplay is great. Like I love my favorite gun to just kill people with is shotguns. I'll be honest. Like I just love fucking down people with shotguns. It's great. It feels so good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Actually, I could speak on that too. Like, even though I suck at battle royale games and shit like that, and I just don't really like have fun with them. I wasn't really having too much fun until like I started getting used to the gunplay, and then like when I picked up a shotty for the first time, oh my god, I was
Yeah,
catching
bro.
bodies left and right, bro.
Like you feel like that shit
Pulling a
feels
shot, you
powerful
get
in your
catching
hand
the
when you get
body.
something.
It's
I
almost
like
as
the zip
satisfying.
lines that they have.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it's
zip lines
almost
are
as
cool.
satisfying as Rainbow Six Siege shotgun,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
But yeah, dude, I think Apex has a lot. Like if they do it right, like right now, okay, let's just say they have
It's all hype.
they no
Well,
because
we're gonna have this conversation.
Blackout only had like number one on Twitch for like maybe 3 days straight, and then it went back to Fortnite being like top, right? Now then we have Apex, who's literally still dominating right now at
Right
fucking
now,
12, 18 at night.
250K viewers compared to
And
Fortnite's 130K
But
there you
how
go, and
long has
it's
this game been out?
a week.
a
And that's
week.
the crazy part. That what I'm saying is that what's amazing me is that Fortnite has been dominating the whole fucking time when all these like other battle royales came out, and then Apex is the first one to like take it off for number
Holy
one
shit.
for a really long time.
Trout's at like 90K.
Yeah,
viewers. Stroud's a fucking
Shroud's
dude,
just a beast in general.
like
dude,
compare Stroud's 90 to fucking Tfu's 36 on Fortnite.
and Ninja, dude, Ninja's fucking loving it. Ninja loves Apex, and like you,
Doctor
I feel like he
Disrespect,
just loves to get to something different from Fortnite. Like,
which is a
no,
good
dude,
thing.
no,
Which I think it's a good
which,
thing.
and no, the thing is though, you can play Blackout because it's different from Fortnite. Ninja played Blackout, and he only played it for a little while, but he went right back to Fortnite because I guess he didn't like Blackout enough to fucking like leave Fortnite, right? Ninja this whole week has pretty much been playing Apex the whole fucking
And he's
time.
been going off
Him,
too.
And he's been
Tim,
going off,
Doctor
and
Lupo, all
yep,
the normal Courage, all the normal Fortnite streamers.
yep.
The only
And they're
people who
all
are still
loving
streaming Fortnite are like
Tifu's like
the
top.
people who are like competitive.
Cypher still.
Yeah, the people who actually do the shit for like.
Yep. So like that's why like I'm saying like this may not just be hype. This may actually be like something different because people are actually playing the fuck out of this game.
we
more
gotta
than
give this game longer than just a week though before we could
Yeah.
make that statement, because it's the same shit with Fortnite. Like when it first came out, like it was like the hot new game that came out, and mind you, this game is still only a week old, whereas Fortnite's been around for a year and it was still top on Twitch for a long time. So we gotta give Apex like it's time to see what happens.
Oh, I'm not saying it can't die. Well, the reason I'm saying this is only because of like how streamers are treating it and what they're saying about it in comparison to when Blackout came out, and it was just like the hype, right? But then it just
Like
fucking died all of a sudden within, like 2 days.
listen to this, right? Doctor Disrespect on a PUBG stream a week ago literally was getting only 20k views. His Apex streams get like 50k.
Yep.
He like quadruple that shit basically.
Oh,
That's a force. Okay.
can we talk about this? Like, since we're like on Apex subject, like, do you think that like,
Do you-
and, like I told this to Brandon, I was like, do you think that like if Ninja plays Apex more, do you think it'll shift Fortnite's fucking community?
It probably would, because isn't Ninja still like one of the, like, isn't he the top or one of the top Fortnite streamers?
Yeah, along with Tfue.
No,
yes.
yeah, Tfu's basically holding Fortnite.
Yeah, T was a placeholder right now for Ninja. Like when you think about it, what I'm saying though is like, isn't Ninja number one?
So here's the thing. So it depends. Okay, all right. There's the thing about Twitch right now. Ninja, public eye is the number one. And view wise is the number one. Tfu has the most subscribers. With everything, right? So the question would be, can Ninja take like his popularity and come over to like Apex and it'll work out? Or like is it mostly gonna be like these two games are gonna be neck and neck, like it'll be Tfu versus Ninja, because those are the two biggest Twitch streamers right now. But when you like think about it, the person who's like right behind Tfu is Summit, and Summit loves Apex.
Yeah.
So if like the most subscribed Twitch streamer is also on Apex, which might be Summit soon, like then it changes everything.
Yeah. Again, we have to see how the game goes. I feel like the problem, or not the problem, the thing that with called Blackout was that one, it didn't do much different,
And the muscle flash.
and two, it's not like it's that pretty of a game. You know what I mean? Where like Apex is flashy as fuck, and like all the characters are very different, and all the characters do different things. Whereas like in Blackout, it's everyone's pretty much the same.
When Blackout came out, the only thing I could hear people say was that it was like a what's it called? It was like just a better version of PUBG.
PUBG, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, one that
Whereas
was
Apex has its own identity already.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's not say we didn't have our fun with Blackout. Blackout was fun as shit. Like me and Brandon fucking love playing Blackout. And, like,
But
I like Blackout.
But I love playing Apex more.
And
Same.
well, yeah, like now, like I fucking there's just something about Apex, like the flashiness of like the gunplay and like all that shit is just so fun. Like sliding into someone, shotgunning them, fucking throwing a grenade at somebody else, and then turn around shotgun the third guy. It's like the funniest shit. Which, by the way, happened to me today. I fucking got hyped.
Wow. But you know
So
what?
you guys love Apex.
We love Apex, but we're gonna have to. We do this for Netflix usually, but we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to have a moment of silence for Titanfall 3. Even though if Titanfall 3 came out, it still would have died regardless. Titanfall 3 wasn't just killed, guys. It committed suicide. All right.
So we're gonna have this.
Are we gonna have this? Are we gonna
There
have
goes
this?
the clickbait.
debate.
There you go. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
That's
titling
the
this.
title, yeah.
Titanfall didn't kill it. Actually, we get demonetized.
Would we really get demonetized?
Well, we wouldn't technically. We don't get.
I mean, we wouldn't get monetized.
We don't get
Anyway.
monetized.
We don't have that.
We probably our channel will probably not get recommended.
We'd probably get like a copyright strike. Anyway,
I'm not gonna make my 2
Can you
cents.
imagine? All right, go for it, buddy. Let's hear your argument.
Okay, so my argument with like you saying.
Okay, well,
so
actually, no. Let me make my argument first, because my argument is kind of like the point that you're gonna make. My argument is, hold on, because you're gonna counter my point, so everybody should know my point. People listening don't know my point.
Then that's when you say your point. You're
So
gonna
let me
counter
make my
point. What the fuck are you literally?
No,
don't
because
worry about it.
I'm making my point, which you will counter. My point is that Titanfall 3 was gonna die, regardless, if Apex ever came out.
Like whether Apex.
No matter what, if Titanfall 3 would have came out, the same things would have happened with Titanfall 1 and 2, and this game would have died. Not saying that it's a bad game. I love Titanfall 2, but looking at the track history that EA has with this game, I think it's like a pretty good guess to say that it probably would have suffered the same fate of death.
So Star Wars Battlefront 3 is gonna die too, right?
Ooh, that's really like.
I'm just.
If you really think about it, I mean, there's an argument you could have there. But we're talking about Apex.
So hold on.
We're talking about Titanfall.
Yeah, we're talking about Titanfall. We'll talk about Battlefront.
Star Wars thing. We talk about
That's later. That's because that's completely different.
Okay.
All right, go Titanfall.
So here's Apex and Titanfall, because my whole argument comes off of Apex.
All right,
Here's the thing about it. Like when you see how Apex came out, which takes place in the Titanfall universe, like all this shit's canon, right? Story wise, for Titanfall 3, because that's the difference between Titanfall 1 and 2, right? They put a story in 2, and if they want to like do something crazy, they could like do one of two things, right? Continue the lore from Titanfall 2, like that from that time period, or continue the lore off of Apex and put it in Titanfall 3, right? So here's the thing. You have all these people playing Apex, and they know it's made by Respawn, right? The same people that made Titanfall 2 and 1.
Sure.
Apex is, in a way, an advertisement for Titanfall 3 only because all these people are playing this game and they're loving it, right? And let's say Apex really fucking, like, takes over for months and months and even years, right? Like, it becomes the next Fortnite, right? Like, as far as Battle Royale, right?
Sure.
And when Titanfall 3 comes out, like, let's say in 2 years or some shit, right? Titanfall 3 gets announced and it's gonna drop. All the people that were playing Apex and loving the fuck out of the game, right? They're gonna be like, wow, they know that Respawn can make a good fucking game, right? They know that Respawn can support a game right after fucking Apex. And then they're gonna be like, wow, let's play this fucking game. Like, it's gonna be an amazing game, like Titanfall 3, cool as shit. After playing Apex. That's my whole thing with it. It's like you can't just say a fucking game's gonna die.
So
because it's first 2 games, and like on top of that, they release a game within the same universe to help.
That's
to
free.
Help out that whole entire thing, yeah.
So like,
Can I like make my point?
Go for it.
So, like, I'm saying this like regardless of Apex, like whether or not it would come out. I feel like Titanfall 3 would have had the potential to not be dead, only if EA marketed the game correctly and supported it post-launch.
Did you mean 2? Because you said 3.
I'm talking about
Yeah,
like
it
if
means
hypothetically
Titanfall 3.
Titanfall 3 came out.
Yeah, and my whole thing against that would have been, we understand EA's track record, and they probably look at Titanfall as like this kind of thing that they probably just have under contract that they have to do.
The thing
but
is,
if like
they marketed well, they released it at the wrong time. That's the problem.
Yeah, and like, what's to say they don't do it again? What's to say
I
like,
feel-
what's to say they
I
don't
feel
look
like
at
EA did
Titanfall?
it on purpose though.
Like what's to say that EA just doesn't like Titanfall, and like they don't really want it.
Why would they do that on
Maybe on contract purpose,
Because
probably.
I feel like they did it. I feel like they did it because they wanted Titanfall to come out during a time where like they knew, like, because they already have these games planned out to come out on certain days. You know, like we know this, so it's like they put it. for them to put Titanfall 2 a week early from Battlefield 1, and like right after Call of Duty, it's like they know what they were doing. So they just decided to do it like on purpose.
Yeah,
I feel like they did that so that they could like force Respawn to like make a different game and focus on other shit and
yeah.
like just to make a money. They don't care about their games. All they care about is the money at the end of the day. But they don't understand that like there's a lot of shit that like the executives and the what's it called, the shareholders, they don't give a fuck about anything unless like it gives them money.
That's probably why they love Apex too. They probably are fucking jerking off with Apex with their loot boxes.
But
Oh,
like,
they probably love that shit.
you could buy loot boxes in Apex.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh
you can.
yeah.
The difference is, which is cool with these loot boxes. Not I'm trying to justify loot boxes, but like in comparison to any other game, you know how they've been complaining about loot boxes, and that's like considered gambling. So what they did is that they show you the statistics of where the odds of you actually getting whatever the fuck it'll be like. Oh, this percentage, that percentage, that percentage.
Yeah.
They should do that for every single like game with loot boxes.
Exactly. That's why they did it, because they were like, oh, they can't complain about this because we literally have the statistics.
But like let's not act like that's EA still not jerking off the amount of loot boxes people are probably gonna be buying. Or
Yeah,
buying
but it's the same shit like with Fortnite. The only difference is that you pay money for the skin that you want.
Yeah.
Whereas like now you're paying for the chance, but now you know the chance, so you can't get mad if you don't get it. You know what I mean?
And then you just keep buying and buying. But either way, they get their money. So the whole thing with Apex, right, and marketing off Titanfall 3, I would say I would kind of agree with you if like one of the main arguments I feel like you could have is you see Titanfall 3 come out and you're kind of like, well, fuck, why would I buy a $60 game when I have this free game right here that like I enjoy all the time and like it's literally kind of the same thing.
$60 game is a totally different fucking experience. That's why.
Yeah, but like
Apex is a stripped version of Titanfall, whereas like Titanfall would have the wall running, the sliding, the jumping, the boosting, and all that shit. The Titans too, and then the gunplay's a lot tighter and shit.
Yeah, but
I
like
don't know.
the gunplay's.
But I don't think like you I feel like it's fair to say that like if someone is like looks at Titanfall 3, they kind of can just look like at Apex and just be like, well, I already have this. Like, why do I need to go buy Titanfall? Why do I need to go spend $60?
Because you're supporting the company. If you like something, right?
Yeah, you just buy loot boxes.
If Epic Games made a fucking game that costs money, I actually think that people would, if it's a good game, I don't know what the fuck they would make. I think that people would buy it because of the success of Fortnite. They're gonna be like, oh, this shit's actually cool.
They'll be like, oh, like Fortnite's good, and Epic Games is a pretty good company. Maybe we'll see what other games they have to offer.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying.
I don't know. Paragon died.
It's not like Respawn is a one-trick pony. Respawn is also making Jedi Fallen Order.
They did kill Paragon.
Paragon got killed by Fortnite, and also because Paragon wasn't balanced correctly.
Yeah, they're made by the same people.
Right.
Like, all right, like to me,
don't tell me that Paragon wasn't like in its heyday, like the shit, basically.
To me, like, all right, maybe you can have like some argument with adding Apex and Titanfall, where it's just like a little loose. I don't know how many people would actually go out and buy Titanfall 3 just because they played Apex.
If Titanfall 3 came out next year, right, and like a good day, like it wasn't in between some big ass games, like it had its own day to fucking come out, and it was being hyped and marketed.
But if Apex is still a big game, why would I go out and buy like Titanfall 3 if this game still like thriving?
Okay,
well, we don't know that Apex will be thriving in a
No,
year.
but that's just
if Apex, okay, hypothetical, if Apex is thriving in a year and Titanfall 3 comes out, you wouldn't buy it, Brandon.
I'd buy it because I like Titanfall and I enjoy like the game, right? But people who like probably never played Titanfall, which is probably a lot, like are probably gonna see Titanfall 3, be like, I already have Apex, so I don't really need to go buy it. But us will think differently because we are fans of Titanfall.
I wouldn't care.
That's one. I'm not gonna say that.
Wait,
I'm not gonna say. No, I'm saying that like, I will buy it because
I wouldn't care about Titanfall 3.
Yeah, Raul wouldn't care because Raul's not a fan of Titanfall 3. Like, we would care.
I'd just be happy with Apex.
Exactly. Not saying that.
You have to also remember, Raul is cheap.
Raul doesn't play any fucking.
Raul
games.
doesn't play a lot of games.
Which is literally like casual gamers right there. Like
Yeah,
that's literally like what your market should be. It's your casual gamer sometimes.
But Titanfall was for the casual gamers. Again, it got bodied because the two biggest casual games
Yeah, and
came
then
out.
the third one comes out, and you're like, well, fuck, I haven't played the other ones. I have Apex, like whatever. I'm not gonna spend $60 when I have to go like. I'm a casual gamer. I'm not gonna spend $60 when Apex is right here.
I don't know, Chief. But let me spend $60 on Call of Duty, a fucking superior fucking multiplayer.
Yeah,
Or
because we
inferior,
know
I
that
should
people
say.
are stupid. Come on. That's like we know people are always gonna spend money on Call of Duty. They're always gonna bitch and complain. It's just kind of like one of the things that comes with being like a casual gamer.
And that's the thing.
It's like people who buy 2K all the time. It's like the same thing. Like you just kind of
You're gonna tell me like, let's say like, all right, let me give you a hypothetical, right?
sure.
Let's say Titanfall 3 was slated to come out like
spring would be a good spot.
spring or summer of 2019 because summer is fucking dead for games, right?
Sure.
And Apex has been out for a year. You're gonna tell me that by a year, people aren't gonna be like at least a little bit tired of Apex and maybe want something new, something with more shit. And then Titanfall comes out. It has some fire ass trailers, some fire ass marketing. They tell you all the DLC is free. You just gotta pay for like fucking skins and shit. And then like it comes out, it's gonna be a fucking banger, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know, cause like, if that all comes together, right? Maybe you could say, but like you still don't know how like the market will receive it. Like you don't know if people are gonna be like, well, it's the third one. I never really like touched them. I don't really know too much about Titanfall, so like fuck it, whatever. Like
Yeah,
they'll go
but
under my
no
radar.
one knew shit about The Witcher 3, but that came out and that game.
Yeah, that game.
In 2017, it was still relevant as fuck, dude.
Yeah, because that game is like a literal masterpiece, right? And that's a single player.
Masterpiece.
And
masterpiece, no, but it was definitely.
All right, well,
memorable game.
people tout it as like a literal masterpiece, right?
Right,
Like this
but
is like,
but like Titanfall 3 could have been the masterpiece of first-person
but
shooters.
like how it could have been, but unfortunately, the way EA,
it still could be.
I don't know. I don't know if like the third game, if like EA really cares that much to make it like this thing,
Because that's my whole
or
thing,
if the
like,
consumer really
when-
cares that much. Like,
when-
all right, let's think about
But
this.
it's not
right?
about
Hold on,
whether
hold
or
on.
not the consumer cares. It's
Oh,
all
it's always about if
timing,
this.
marketing, and
Yeah, and
release
if the
date.
and if the consumer cares enough to go out and buy it, so like let's think about it like this, right? So if the Witcher aspect, Witcher is like an RPG, right? So if you make like a really good RPG fans are gonna like go pick it up.
But The
right?
Witcher 1 and 2 weren't widely received.
But The Witcher 3 was, right? So I feel it's those are like two different games where like if you're like a shooter based game, right? It's like, well, I already have Call of Duty and I already have like Battlefield. Like do I want to spend like $60 more on, well, let's say like it came out even before. Like it's probably really hard for like casual like shooter fans to just like go out and pick up like the third game in the series for a
I
shooter.
don't think it is.
Like how many
because-
shooters have worked out and like the third game like became successful?
What?
Like I
What
feel
kind of-
okay.
What kind of logic is that?
So like let's say like so we got like The Witcher 3, right? The third game came out super successful, right? Like how many shooters have come out that were like probably way better than Call of Duty and Battlefield, but like just never got the recognition that it deserved just because like the market the customers just didn't care enough to go out and buy it.
How many? I don't think a lot of shooters are being made like that for you to make that like question.
When the time when Call of Duty was coming out on Battlefield, I'm pretty sure there was a lot of shooters.
I don't know what other shooter games were coming out around that time.
Like that.
aside
Oh,
from-
the one. What's the one? What's the new one that's supposed to come out? The World War. The one that's like Battlefield kind of.
World War 3.
That World War 3. Yeah, World War 3. Like.
Are there two before that?
No, that's no. Hold on. Let me. No, I'm thinking some. That game hasn't come out yet, right?
You
Has that
even
game come
don't know
out?
because-
Wait,
You
has
don't
that
even
game-
know. That's
Wait,
the
has
thing,
that
you
game
don't know.
come
You're-
out? Wait,
you're-
has
you're
that game
making
come out?
assumptions
Has
based
that
off-
game has that
I don't know. I haven't kept track of it.
All right, because I was just gonna say if that game came out, then like it goes to show us that it's really hard to make like a splash in this market.
I don't think it's hard to make a splash because again, it's all
in
marketing
this
and timing.
market. Yes, it is. It is hard to make a splash in the shooter-based market. Yeah,
I don't think it is.
like look at all the battle royales that just like went and gone. It's really hard to make a splash in this.
Because
like,
Battle Royale is a fucking trend.
3.
Wait, when you have
But
an
it's-
abundance of choices to play from and they're all coming out around the same time, and some of
Yeah,
them
it came
cross money
out.
and
World
some
War
of them
Three
don't.
has been out since 2018. Of course, it didn't make a splash, and everybody says it's like, oh, this is like better than Battlefield.
When did it come out?
October 19th, 2018.
And what were the reviews for people?
And then what games were coming out right after that?
84% like this video game. That's on Google.
Okay.
6 out of 10. Let's look.
What
October.
other games are coming out right after
Let's
that?
look. October.
Didn't Call of Duty come out in November, or did it come out in September this year?
Came out in October, I think, actually.
That's why.
October 8th.
And then
Again,
you know,
bad
Battlefield.
timing in terms of the release date.
I think Battlefield came out in November, right? Yeah, I think it was November.
Games with gold. That's not what I want. Games.
Black
2018.
Ops 4
All right, right here.
came
Black
out
Ops-
on October 12th. That's why. That's why I got bodied, because fucking Black Ops came out 6 days before it.
Yeah.
All right, that one there. But it's not. Well, at least okay. But you still can't say that like. There isn't like some game that just like was really good, but like people just didn't care about it.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know, Chief.
Again, there's like so many factors that go into like releasing a game that like you have to take everything into account. Especially like if you have like the balls to put your game next to like a very highly anticipated big release, you're either like your game is either one, super fucking fire, or two, you're really fucking retarded.
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying.
Like
Apex,
if Spider-Man came out like a month later, it probably wouldn't have gotten that many sales because everyone was gonna be like, "Oh, Call of Duty."
Yeah,
no, come on,
Yeah.
Spider-Man has the marketing power to reach what like. Come on, that's not fair. To say Spider-Man probably would have got bodied by Call of Duty.
Spider-Man is a PS4 exclusive, so
Yeah,
that already cuts like half of its fucking, not even like
But-
60% of its fucking like sales.
But to compare something, okay, if you're gonna compare something like, let's say Titanfall, brand new IP, and then Spider-Man, like, and then put them up against Call of Duty.
Spider-Man not a brand new IP?
No, because Spider-Man's like a household name.
Okay, so Spider-Man the brand, yes, is
Yes, and the
is a
brand is
household
able.
name.
Yes, and the
But
brand is able to
Spider-Man,
save
that
himself.
game was
But it doesn't
basically a new
matter what
IP.
that game. If that game's a new IP, if the thing that's like, if the brand behind it is like this giant
It kind
powerhouse.
of does matter.
No,
Because
it
Spider-Man Web
doesn't.
of Spider-Man Web of Shadows didn't sell well.
All right, well then that was Spider-Man Web of Shadows.
Okay, a lot of Spider-Man games didn't sell well, bro.
Yeah, and this one did because a lot. Okay, you'd say a lot of factors. Hold on, a lot of factors come into it. Marvel kept out being like superhero things are like really popular right now. It's a PS4 exclusive, so of course like PS4 fans are gonna run for it, right? Like just I guarantee if you would have put it up against Black Ops 4, Spider-Man could have done it.
I don't know, bro.
Because Spider-Man
No,
has that
it
brand.
is.
Spider-Man Homecoming, the Avengers, like this, like we both said that it's like a
Yeah.
great time to be a Spider-Man. Like there's so much Spider-Man right
Yeah,
now.
2018 is the year for Spider-Man. Was the year for Spider-Man, but I honestly feel like it wouldn't have done as well if it came out a month later.
Yeah. So think of it like this, Brandon. The casual gamer is not gonna pick up Spider-Man over Battlefield and Black Ops if they were to release it there.
I don't know.
The,
I
the
feel like
casual gamer, right? If Spider-Man came out 5 days before or after Call of Duty, the casual gamer is like, no, I want to play the game that I could play with my friends. I'm not gonna play the single player game that I can't talk to my friends and whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
no, I would. You can talk to your friends through party chat.
I'm
Nah,
talking
everyone's
about
like
like
that.
playing games together.
No, I think it would. I still would have sold well with that kind of brand. For sure. And with everything that's going, okay, so it's really cool when it's Titanfall. You guys are like, oh, so many things go into it. But when it's like Spider-Man, you're just like, nope, wouldn't make it.
But we're
Wouldn't make it
literally
because not.
arguing our point just in the opposite way. We're saying if
would've-
Spider-Man was released with Call of Duty, it wouldn't have done as well.
No,
if
it-
Titanfall wasn't released at the same time as Call of Duty, it would have done better. That's what we're saying.
Exactly.
You don't know if Titanfall would have done better, no matter, because it's still all right. to compare like Titanfall to Spider-Man is two different things.
I'm not
'Cause
comparing the games. What I'm saying is that depending on the release date of either game, it'll either do good or not do as good.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. Let's look. Titanfall release. The first
If
Titanfall
Kingdom
game.
Hearts came out
March
in
11th. Hold
October
on.
with Call of Duty, not a lot of people were gonna play that game.
Yeah, no, nope. That's a lie. There's so many Kingdom Hearts fans that would have picked up that game.
So, all right, Kingdom Hearts came out on Xbox and PS4, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't think anyone on Xbox would have picked it up, and only the die-hard Kingdom Hearts fans on PS4 would have played it.
No, some people on Xbox might have picked it up. Maybe some people came from like PS2.
I doubt it.
Maybe. You never know. Alright, so let's see here. Titanfall 1 came out, right? And we're going to start from here. We got to start from the very beginning, right? Titanfall 1 came out. Games in March. Game release. March 2018. Here it is.
This could have
2018.
been a video on its own. Would Titanfall have done good by itself?
Hold on. Here we go. So the games that came out 2018. No, this isn't it. Fortnite came out.
What are you looking for exactly?
No, that's not it. I'm looking at games that came out.
Yeah. Okay.
The same year as
March.
Titanfall,
The
but
first
Titanfall 1
Titanfall.
was a flop for different reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay, so if like the first two games fail, like why is it so hard to just like maybe make the guess that the
Can't
third
just
one
call
can?
out and say that the third game, that's unfair.
How
You
is
can't
that
just say
unfair?
that.
Like, so okay, so you wait, because you guys might okay, just because Witcher 3 like makes a comeback, right? Doesn't mean that every third game in a series is gonna make a comeback. Witcher 3 is like an
We're
exception.
not saying We're not saying that every
Witcher
third
3
game
is
would
an
make a comeback. What we're saying is that Titanfall didn't become successful as it could have been because EA didn't give a fuck and decided to release it during the big in between the releases of the two biggest most casual FPS shooters in the market.
And then the second one comes out and nothing happens, right? So why is it like
Nothing happens because that's
so
when it
why
got
is
released between
so
Call
why
of
is it
Duty and
unfair?
Battlefield. That's
Why
my
is it
point.
unfair for the third one to just be like why you can't say like yeah, it probably couldn't have like passed because by that time people probably didn't care that much for it.
Because you don't know that.
It's like you can make an good educated guess for it.
Like if people are itching like by the time it's like spring of 2019 or summer, people are gonna be like, all right, I'm tired of Battlefield, I'm tired of Call of Duty, I need something new to play. And especially in the summer, there's not a lot of shit to play. Like not a lot of games come out in the summer. That's why a lot of single player games come out in the summer to take advantage of that. So if Titanfall came out in the summer or spring of 2019, I'm pretty sure it would have done a lot better.
No, that's all.
It doesn't matter whether or not it's the third game. It just matters whether the release
No,
date is good.
because see, this is
the
where you guys
marketing is good.
because all right. I'm not saying it would have mattered if it's the third game. I'm saying it would have mattered if the first two games like didn't make a splash at all. What's to say that a third game is gonna like fix everything? Like we can't know for sure that the third game was gonna fail or wasn't gonna succeed. But I think like you can kind of like lean a little bit more towards like this like fail a little bit. It's like it's the first two
more towards it would have been successful.
The first two impressions are already like bad. Like people aren't gonna be like looking at the third one and be like, okay, whatever.
The impression wasn't bad. It just got
bodied. It was,
by
yeah, and it got
date.
bodied, and like people aren't gonna get like people probably don't care that much about.
No one said Titanfall 2 was bad. The
yeah,
only
no
problem
one's saying
with the game
this.
was the release date.
Yeah, so then like why? Okay, so like why are all these games like making a comeback, but Titanfall can't make a comeback?
What?
Like, all right.
What?
Like, why isn't Titanfall 2 like becoming successful now?
Because it already died.
Exactly, it's dead. People already consider this like a dead franchise. Like the third one isn't. EA considers this a dead franchise. That's why they chose Apex instead.
You're understanding the whole thing, dude. Like I swear you're not.
No, you guys just don't understand my point. That like it's not unfair to say that the third game probably could have like failed.
No,
we get what you're saying. We just disagree with it.
Yes. Dude, we're not gonna like to say the third game's gonna fucking die without it even coming out, without it even being fucking like marketed anyway, like no trailers, nothing is retarded.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can make a nice educated guess. If you can look
No,
at all the
no,
history,
honestly-
if you look at the history that EA has with the game, if you look at the history that like
All right.
the
Wait. So
community
then,
has.
fuck Titanfall. Would Star Wars Battlefront 3 have flopped?
Okay, so awesome. Battlefront has completely like different, like a completely different thing, right? Where it wasn't like it was like a community outrage more than it was, well, community protest more than it was the community just wasn't paying attention to it, right? Like these are two completely different variables that are in play here, right? So I think you could probably say if Battlefront 3 came out more with like, plus the Star Wars brand in itself came out and was like, all right, we learned from our mistakes. Here's like this dope ass game, no microtransactions, no nothing. Then like the player community could probably look at it and be like, all right, they learned their lesson. Let's go back to it.
So if we put the game in between Call of Duty and Battlefield, how good do you think the game would have done?
Star Wars, like Battlefront 3 or like if Star Wars.
Battlefront 3, like
Yeah,
if
I
there
think
was a
Star Wars.
Battlefront 3,
Oh yes.
and then it's put next to the next Call of
Yeah, I
Duty
think
and
it has to,
Battlefield, how good
because
do you think it would have done?
I think it can like rival it. Because
No,
the Star
I
Wars
disagree.
brand. What do you guys like? Do you guys not understand how powerful a brand can be?
No, dude. No, it's not even
It
that.
doesn't matter how powerful a brand can be, because the majority of gamers, can we agree on this? The majority of gamers are casual, which is why companies are taking advantage of gamers nowadays.
Yes.
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 Therefore, in my opinion, I don't think Star Wars would have done that good if it was released after Call of Duty or before Battlefield,
Yeah.
or whichever order. It doesn't matter.
I would get fucking pissed if they were to ever do that shit, dude. Because I know it would be like, oh well, look at his date. They're gonna fucking fail, dude.
And the only reason they would fail, I feel like, is not only because of the date, but because of the history of the two games. And mind you, it's different because those two, the first one lacked content, and the second one got fucked by microtransactions and bullshit.
Yep, the whole pay to win. That's what happened with the second one. Like they fucked it up with pay to win, and I was just like, why, dude? Like they could have, like, if it wasn't for that fucking pay to win shit, Star Wars Battlefront 2 would have succeeded.
All right, I see. So it makes sense to look at the history when it suits you guys. When it's against your guys'
because,
point,
again,
we can't
the
look at the
history of
history.
Titanfall is
Very
one.
interesting.
The first game got fucked because it was just bad. Like there wasn't a lot
So
of
what's
content.
to say that the third game isn't gonna get fucked by the same history?
Because the second game was a banger. The only reason it got bodied was because of the release
So
date. That
what's
was
to
literally
say-
the only reason why.
So what's to say that EA doesn't care about Titanfall? If we look at the history.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm pretty sure EA doesn't give a fuck about
So if
Titanfall
EA
because they don't
doesn't,
give a fuck
okay,
about
awesome.
any of their
All right,
games.
so if EA doesn't care, then what is to say that Titanfall 3 probably would have died and EA wouldn't have cared? Because that's probably what they want.
I'm
Why is that
asking
such an
you-
unfair
my
thing to
point-
say?
What I asked you was if Titanfall came out on a good release, had good marketing, and was its own standalone game, like it had like everything perfect, why would it not do good?
Because EA doesn't like it. EA doesn't want it to succeed. That's what you guys are like forgetting
makes
it.
no sense.
That doesn't make
Then
any
why would they release it with Battlefield and Call of Duty, other than for it to fail? It's
The only reason
obvious.
I can think of is that EA wants Respawn to focus on other shit.
So exactly. So obvious they want Titanfall 3 to fail so they can
But
stop
that's
working on
not what I'm
Titanfall 3.
asking you. Because if they wanted it to fail, then they would do the same shit that they did
So,
last
okay,
year.
if you
But
say-
what I'm asking you is if it came out on
If
a
you
good
put
day
on
and
this-
got good
this-
marketing, then what would happen?
Yeah, sure. So if you put it on this specific thing, sure, yeah, it could work. But when you actually look at the history of how EA has treated this franchise and go, yeah, maybe they would actually for once treat it right when they probably don't really care about it. Like, I don't think that's the part that you're getting where they don't care about. If you're putting in your specific
Okay,
part that
EA
you
don't
talk
give a fuck
about.
Star Wars either.
Yeah, and the argument you're making too, like, I have actually not seen videos or anything out there that's making your argument of like Titanfall 3 is gonna fail.
All right, because nobody's making my argument. So what? Doesn't disprove anything.
That's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
there's
but
just, like,
but that
something-
but it's like, but if we're saying that EA doesn't care about Titanfall, then I feel like EA doesn't care about anything.
Well, it's obvious if we because we look at the history, it's obvious that EA didn't care about Titanfall anymore.
But EA didn't care about Star Wars either.
Yeah, because they're probably gonna make them the money they wanted it to. So they probably don't care about it now. I'm not saying that the people who are like making these games care about the game, of course, and like the games are good. But like if the company who's like publishing them don't care about them, like it's like fair to say that these like games are gonna get a fair chance, and they're probably gonna be like, they're probably gonna fuck it over and make sure it fails.
I don't know, dude. This ain't gonna go anywhere at the very end.
How? Like I don't get it. How you like you guys are like just like being like no, the EA would have let it succeed, even though like the past two times, like the last time the first time the game failed, the second time EA made it fail. So this time, yeah, they'll really care about this game this time, even though they probably consider it like a failure.
Because the way you word it, like, what? Why the fuck would they release it if they just wanted to fail?
I don't. Maybe
Thank you, Jedd.
maybe they have a
That was my
contract.
point.
Maybe they have a contract that they
Thank you,
have.
Robert.
Oh,
You
actually, no,
Robert
I did.
response.
I remember now because I actually looked it up. Because they have a contract that they have to make a game like every couple years, right? So maybe they keep making a Titanfall. Maybe they just let them do their fucking Titanfall 3 so they can finally focus on other shit so they can like actually work. Like they actually like.
Here's my honest opinion, right? If Titanfall came out perfect, right, had its own release date, had everything good, right, and it did, and that I'm pretty sure one, it would do good, and two, EA would be like, holy fuck, we sold a lot of this game. Now let's let Respawn do this shit more than once.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's not what happened. Like, we didn't
Because
like
because
because they don't care
Apex
about it.
Apex is based off of Titanfall.
Yes.
And we've already seen how good Apex is doing. Mind you, that's just a free to play game. Now, if Titanfall got the same love and care that Apex got, times 10, or not even like times like 2, it'd be fine. It would do good.
And I say that EA probably wouldn't do that. They probably don't care for it.
I guess,
Okay.
dude.
But I guess
Sure.
we're gonna have to agree to disagree, I guess.
Yeah, because like there's no
Yeah,
middle
because
ground
you
here,
can't
bro.
actually. Yeah, because you're
You're-
promised you can't actually like
you're
take
making-
a step back and be like, wow, maybe this kind of makes sense, and like maybe like actually go into it.
No, that's not how. No.
Yeah, because you're so close minded on this that you're like Titanfall 3 is meant
Not
to
close
succeed.
minded,
But when
it's
you
more-
no, because
we're not,
if you
we're
act-
not being closed-minded.
because
We're
if you
just saying
actually
that our
listen-
opinion is that it would do good.
yeah, and if
got
you
a good
actually
release
listen
date.
to my opinion, you guys would be like, wow, Brandon's like not that wrong here. Like
I
Brandon might.
get what you're saying, but like my point still stands that the only reason the second Titanfall failed was because of the release date.
And
If
my
Titanfall
reason.
came out in the summer or in the spring of 2018.
Yes, see, here's the
it would've been
problem. Here's the problem.
perfectly
Because you're
fine.
not understanding that because EA let this game fail, that maybe it's not that like unfair to say that EA would have just let the third game fail because they probably considered this a failure.
I would be more on your side, Brandon, if Titanfall 2 was fucking trash.
But it doesn't matter if it was trash or not. It's a good game. EA just doesn't care about it.
No, that's not. If they didn't
Tell
care
me how
about
EA cares about it. Tell me how EA cares about it.
They just wouldn't release the fucking game.
They have a
What the-
contract
what-
where they have to let them release games, or they
why
have.
would they- why would
But they
waste
could,
money?
but they could literally just be like, "No, Respawn, we don't want to release that game."
Well, now
And
they
Respawn can't say shit because it's EA's thing.
no, now they like probably don't care about it that much now. To be, if you like look at a game and you're like, fuck, the 2 games failed, and you're EA, you guys gotta remember this is EA and 2 games failed. You probably like are like, hey, don't make a third game.
See, EA has the bigger hand now because EA bought Respawn.
Yeah.
In 2017, which was like after Titanfall 2 came out. So if Titanfall 3 comes out, why would they not care about it when they literally own the fucking company now?
That's because you own the company. Doesn't mean you care about every single game that like
Why
they've
the,
made.
okay, why the fuck would you spend money on fucking making a game if you don't care about it? If you own a company, explain that to me.
Can you say that again?
Why would you, if you own a fucking company
And
they're making a product, why would you spend money on making that fucking game if you truly don't care about it? What is the point? You're literally wasting money.
Yeah, you know how many times they've like people do this? Isn't like a rare occasion that people start making a game and they say like, all right, I don't want it anymore, cancel it.
Dude, that's retarded.
but it happens. Does it not happen? It happened.
No.
Like that Star Wars game was literally being made and they canceled it. They literally had like so many like tests on it. They had hired people and everything, and it was canceled. What are you talking about? This that games don't get canceled? What?
Okay, games get canceled, but what you're saying is retarded.
What am I saying that's retarded? Retarded. That it's possible that a company gets bought out. They're making a game, and the company's like, "Hey, we don't want this game."
Oh shit! Damn, Jedd is right.
Yeah.
That EA did buy Respawn after Titanfall 2 came.
Yes. And if Titanfall 3, that's my whole thing. Is if Titanfall 3 comes out, if they're making Titanfall 3, why would they spend money on making it? What would be the point?
They didn't make because obviously they didn't. If they didn't make Titanfall 3, then the whole they're not. All right, poof. They didn't make Titanfall 3.
Titanfall 3 came in, or Apex came in place of Titanfall 3. If Titanfall 3 came out today, I'm pretty sure it would be bodying Call of Duty and Battlefield.
Yeah.
It'll depend on the consumer. If the consumer cares enough.
Especially because like Battlefield, right, this year, and then you have Call of Duty, who I can argue that Call of Duty is actually like dying right now. Honestly, like Apex came out and it's just fucking like Blackout's just like nothing. Blackout wasn't even anything before Apex came out too. Like it was just not being streamed that much on Twitch and everything. So yeah, I actually think that Titanfall would do good.
Alrighty.
Hmm?
All right. Well, we're like about to reach 2 hours. Are we done here? Or we have more? All right. Yeah, this is a pretty long. This is a pretty long one. All right. All right, guys. That was the podcast. Don't forget, follow all of us on social media. Every link will be down below. I stream. Adrian streams. Robert.
We're
not
not
yet.
streaming it.
My internet's still bad.
Robert just came in out of nowhere, but he.
Robert just came out of nowhere. He streams. All links are gonna be down below. We all have a Twitter, so all those links are gonna be down below. The Instagram is gonna be down below, and don't forget.
Follow me at rise_Ronin at Twitter.
Yeah, don't forget rise_Ronin right there. Like I said, links all down below. To every single thing, it's gonna be spaced out for the specific person. Also, don't forget this is probably the last Blaze podcast. So if you made it this far, don't forget to drop a like. Let's hit it with a subscribe, because if you already wasted 1 hour of your life here listening to our bullshit, you might as well waste more time listening to our bullshit by subscribing. Does anybody any final words, you guys? Any final words, Raul?
Nah, man.
Alright, you're worthless. And any final words, Adrian?
You have shit opinions.
Alright, I am making it declared right now. I'm never arguing with any of you. I'm never giving my opinion on anything ever again.
Good, because they're all wrong.
There you go. See? Let's see how you guys like it. I'm just gonna go back to 2015 Brandon. I'm gonna stop being an SJW too. Anyways.
You really should be.
Jedd, any last opinions? I mean, sorry. Any last words?
Buy Titanfall 3 when it comes out.
All right, Robert. Anything since you just showed up?
Yeah, you said this is the last Blaze podcast, but this isn't the last podcast we're doing.
Well, yeah. I made sure.
Yeah,
I said that in the beginning.
We clarified that
Yeah,
in the beginning.
yeah. You weren't
Oh, okay. Well, you can cut that.
here.
No.
My final statement. Even in Titanfall 3 comes out, boycott it. Just so I can prove a point.
All I'm saying is that Rainbow Six Siege came out a month after Call of Duty and Battlefield. And here we are today, and it's still going strong. Suck my dick.
Oof, Rainbow Six better than Titanfall, confirmed.
I didn't say all that.
Well, that's what you implied. Anyways,
Yes.
anyways, guys.
Bro,
Well,
all we need is a Rainbow Six Battle Royale, and I'll play Rainbow all day.
I will never play that.
Doctor Disrespect
I'd
actually
play
made a Doctor
I
Disrespect
would
actually made
never
a whole
play
thing
Rainbow
about that.
Battle Royale. No one can.
No,
pay me for
his
this shit.
whole idea was like actually really good. It's like a whole it's like a building, and like everybody starts in their own starting room, and yeah, so it's like Rainbow Six after that. Like, I think it'd be cool.
That would be cool.
All right. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.